All right, this video is going to walk you through how to get your podcast from your site hosting space.
Yep, from your host site.
There we go. Nicer way to say it. To iTunes so that more people can experience it, download it, you can go viral, the whole thing. So you have to submit your podcast to iTunes, and it's a pretty simple process, but there are a few little tricks. So the first thing that you have to do is you need an RSS feed, which basically is just like a tool or a script that will always upload or update any new episodes. So new blogs, if you subscribe to a blog reader, so you don't have to go to every single blog, right? It pulls all of the blogs into one spot. Kind of the same idea here. So you have to have that RSS feed link. You also have to have an Apple ID that you use. So once you have those two things, you're pretty much good to go. So what you're going to do, at least in Shout Engine, and this will be probably similar in SoundCloud or another hosting site, is you'll need to find that RSS feed. So on SoundCloud, you just have to go to Submit to iTunes. And when you do that, it's going to, scroll down about halfway down the page, and it gives you your unique URL. So you would copy that URL. And then for iTunes, they actually have their own dedicated site now for podcast submissions, and it's how you can manage podcasts. So it's called iTunes Connect. And once you open iTunes Connect, it's going to prompt you to enter your Apple ID. I'm not sure what is going on with my computer, why it is just chilling out here. There we go. So we're going to get logged in here. And here, right, we have our podcast. Isn't it gorgeous? But if you had another podcast, you simply would click on the plus sign. And then this is where you would paste that URL. And you'd want to hit validate first just to make sure that it is the correct one. And then once it'll give you like a yes, it's validated or whatever. And then you hit submit. And then you have about probably a day or so for Apple to review it and let you know whether or not that podcast has been accepted and submitted. So from here, you once it has been accepted by Apple, you have your podcast there. Not a ton of stuff that you can do in the Podcast Connect site. Basically, any changes that you make to your podcast would be done through your hosting site, and then they will get put onto iTunes using that URL. You can always schedule it to refresh your feed so that it'll get updated in iTunes, but it automatically updates whenever you publish it. So pretty simple.
This is just the quick and dirty way to get your podcast from the hosting site and make sure that it's listed and in iTunes.
Yep.